To make intelligent decisions about maintenance priorities, spending, and resource allocation, you need data that is readily accessible, not buried in multiple spreadsheets and reporting platforms. The dashboard centralizes performance data to help you better understand the true costs of maintenance, share insights, and track KPIs. Each data visualization component starts out summarizing the sample data included with your trial and dynamically updates as users add, edit, or delete data. The gauges at the top of the page display counts for data meeting certain criteria, as well as the criticality of each count. The Assets Out of Service gauge displays the number of assets with an out of service status, such as out of service for maintenance. The Unapproved Work Request gauge displays the number of work requests that no users have approved. The Open Corrective Work Orders and Open PM Work Orders gauges display the number of open work orders in their respective categories. The Overdue PM Work Orders gauge displays the number of open preventive maintenance work orders with a due date before the current date. The Materials Below Minimum gauge displays the number of parts with an on-hand quantity below their minimum level. The Outstanding Quote Request gauge displays the number of quotes with a status of active. The Unapproved Requisitions gauge displays the number of requisitions with a status of awaiting approval. The Unapproved POs gauge displays the number of purchase orders with a status of type awaiting approval. The Unreceived POs gauge displays the number of open purchase orders with no receipts. Additional information about preventive maintenance displays under the gauges. The PM Work Orders by Due Date grid displays all preventive maintenance work orders. The PM On Time Completion Percentage graph displays the percentage of all generated preventive maintenance work orders that users have completed on time. Percentages for each of the previous 12 months will display as bars on the graph. As an example of how the dashboard dynamically updates, generating a preventive maintenance work order will increment the Open PM Work Orders gauge by 1 and add the work order to the PM Work Orders by Due Date grid.